Now hear from the graduating MBA student representing the full-time MBA program. And this, selected by his classmates to deliver an address, is Alvaro Silberstein. Alvaro. Alvaro holds an undergraduate degree in Information Technologies Engineering from Universidad Católica de Chile. He was employed by Rayalab prior to coming to Haas. While at Haas, he participated in Launch, our startup accelerator and competition. He founded the organization Wheel the World and was an active member of the Berkeley Entrepreneurs Association, also the Latin American and Hispanic Business Association, and also the Design and Innovation Club. After graduation, he will continue leading Wheel the World, an organization dedicated to making the natural wonders of the world accessible to everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, full-time MBA program speaker Alvaro Silberstein.
Thank you, Dean Lyons, for that introduction. Overcoming obstacles. Every person sitting here has come to learn that to achieve real growth, we have to overcome real obstacles. We face them because we are excited about life and what we want our lives to be. Discouragement, anger, frustration are some of the feelings we have that tempt us to give up. But it's also how we grow, how we learn about ourselves, and about realizing that there is always a way to overcome. Since I have a physical disability, I have refused to limit myself from my dreams and passions. Supported by an amazing family, I have focused on overcoming the obstacles the world presents to me. Many times have not been easy, as I've dealt with many uncertainties and unique challenges. Living abroad, doing an MBA, and getting to know people from all over the world was a dream I held for years, but seemed almost impossible for me to accomplish. Apart from the academic and career challenges that all of us would be facing, I also had to deal with living on my own for the first time, far away from my support group. I need to figure out how to navigate the insanely steep hills of the Bay Area. Luckily, my brakes never failed going downhill. And to earn a graduate degree in a language you can clearly see I'm still struggling with. For sure, I was facing the biggest challenge ever in my life. So when I received the news that I was accepted to come to Haas, I had mixed feelings. I was excited, I was proud, and I was also terrified. I'm not kidding, I was terrified about all the uncertainties I was going to face. At times I felt anxious, alone, even doubting whether I should come. I had those same feelings when I knew that I would be doing this speech. I even thought of doing it in Spanish, but then realized that wouldn't have been aligned with my purpose of talking about challenges. So I came to Haas with all these fears. I couldn't believe how rapidly these fears began melting away as I immersed in an incredible supportive community. In my first days here, many of my classmates approached me and offered their help with anything I would need. From a little push-up a ramp, to 5 classmates that I didn't know much, helping me settle into my apartment on a Sunday afternoon. Because that is the kind of people that come to us. Talented leaders who empathize with the world and the people around them. Yes, Haas builds the best consultants, the best product managers and entrepreneurs, but it is much more than that. Haas leaders think beyond themselves and engage with the biggest problems of the world. During these 2 years, we have spent much more time intensely discussing meaning, diversity, and purpose than we have spent talking about P&Ls and profits. We have shared our most intimate stories in leadership communication, in Story Salon, showing how we really are and what we have passed through. This community pushes everyone to show our most authentic versions of ourselves, accepting our differences, our weaknesses, and beliefs. But we also know how to have fun. And that's what makes this community so special. One weekend, 200 of us will be partying the night away in Haas Vegas or Haas Boats. And just a few days later, a room will sit in hushed amazement as a classmate shares their most intimate and inspiring stories. I will carry with me all these great moments shared with all of you. For me, every event, every class, every conversation was living a dream. Thank you to all my classmates for allowing me to live this, the best experience of my life. So how do we change, and what's next for us? To respond to that question, I want everyone to reflect on this university, this place we have been during these last 2 years. Berkeley is a place where people have transformed utopic ideas into the rules of the world. Oscar Wilde wrote a long time ago that progress is the realization of utopias. That means that Berkeley is progress. The free speech movement or the open source software movement are just the most famous of many stories of impossibilities achieved in Berkeley. A less famous story, but not less important, is the disability rights movement. Ed Roberts, the first college student with a severe disability, started a movement while at Berkeley to secure equal rights of people with disabilities and eliminate every barrier that prevents us from living like any other citizen. This movement created the foundations of the American Disability Act, which makes this country the most accessible one in the world. This story, this place, and being surrounded by all of you amazing people inspired me this winter to try something that many told me was impossible: to trek Patagonia's trails in a wheelchair. With the support of friends, a Haas classmate included, we achieved to do a 5-day trek that nobody has done before in a wheelchair. We achieved progress by allowing others to repeat this amazing experience. In only 3 months, with the custom trekking wheelchair we donated to the park, already 3 people have trekked Patagonia. This place, this program, has transformed all of us by giving us the tools and the confidence to achieve impossibilities. Today, progressiveness has been questioned as the path that the world should seek to improve people's lives. But not in business. Business is today the best way to generate progress. So to all my classmates, I know how passionate and how smart you all are. Let's each of us find an impossibility around our passions and take action. It has been about, we all know that Haas has been much more than finding our next great job. It has been about finding a meaningful and well-lived life. So let's continue supporting each other as we have done it for the past 2 years in our journey now of taking action to achieve the impossible. Thank you very much.
Thank you.